I believe many of us heard the idea that everything that you need exists inside of you. But as we live in our day-to-day lives, by default, as strong as our desire can be to connect ourselves back home, back to the internal side of who we are, which in Kabbalah we're calling it Chelek Elokai Mimal, a divine spark of God, that the true essence of each one of us, it is not the sin part, it's not the body, it's not what I do, it is a pure divine energy. This is what our essence is about. And all the journey it is to realign myself back into that spark. One of the foundations of understanding our soul, this divine spark, the Kabbalists explain that our soul operates in many different dimensions at the same time. As in one moment you might experience one aspect of this divine energy inside of you, there are other sparks that are connected with the same divine energy of you that operate on different dimensions. And in the foundation, there are five dimensions, and 5 sparks, 5 parts of the soul. The highest one, they have each a name. We are not going to get into that, but the highest one, it is the part inside of you, if you think about a moment that you gain such a clarity that you never experienced before, you didn't know even where it came from, and you'd wish to hold on to this part inside of you and not to fall back into the lower dimensions of yourself, which experiencing all the different, maybe negative qualities, unelevated emotions and thoughts, and a moment that you accessed such an elevated part in you, and it could be in a moment that you didn't even expect. It might be even while you were driving and suddenly you gain such a clarity. It might be that you were walking, were hiking, doing something, and suddenly your mind plugged in to something that you have no idea what it is, but you gained such a vision, such a clarity, answers that you were looking for maybe for years, and boom. When you watch TV, for instance, you're very much aware that whatever channel that you choose, this whatever movie or show that you watch, there are another probably hundreds of channels operating at the same time. You are not aware of what's happening in the other channels. You're aware on the channel that you are synced into. But you know all the movies happening at the same time. And if you don't like the channel or the movie, you have the remote control and you can simply shift a channel. But you know everything is happening at the same time. Everything that you need exists inside of you. What is that channel that you sync yourself into? What is this frequency that being aware of it or not being aware of it, each one of us is synced into certain frequency, and this is what we experience. The moment you want to experience something different, you have the power to shift frequency. And shifting frequency, as the Kabbalists explain, happens through 2 dimensions of our existence: your thought and your heart. Your thought and your heart. And the moment that you become aware that shifting yourself in the mind level, what we call consciousness, the moment that you shift a thought, you begin to shift frequency. The moment that you look into what you feel and you shift this emotion, you shift frequency. In one hand, shifting a thought and emotion, if you feel something and someone is telling you just let go of it, it's not that easy. If you feel down or stressed, overwhelmed, sad, and you know you don't like to feel this, or you'd love to feel happy and certain, but that shift, it seemed to be almost impossible. How do you shift? On the other hand, the shift happened instantly. the same speed as you change a channel on the TV. The ancient Kabbalists explain, and this is something you can learn today in neuroscience, it is that every moment in our life, we manifest something. So when you think about something that you desire to manifest in your life, it can be also in a physical dimension, but I would recommend to look into more the non-physical dimension. What is that life that you want to manifest? What is this feeling that you would want to manifest? What is this consciousness you would want to manifest? Manifestation never happens and never begins and doesn't end with the physical manifestation of things and stuff in our life. Everything that we experience is an extension of our thought, of our consciousness. Just beginning this little shift into looking into manifestation, I want to manifest, but I want to manifest a higher level of consciousness internally inside of me. I want to manifest a connection with much higher frequency of my soul. I want to manifest that. I know that manifesting higher connection with my soul, higher level of consciousness, manifesting higher level of intention behind what I do and the way I live my life, if I will be capable to manifest that, life will bring me already full speed into the all different other manifestations that will follow this shift of frequency that happens internally inside of me. So in neuroscience, they explain something very simple. When we speak about manifestation, we're speaking about manifesting an elevated intention into your subconscious mind. In the Kabbalistic terms, manifesting high consciousness within the process that our soul is going through based on many lifetimes that we call tikkun, that determines the subconscious mind. Because most of the things that we think, we feel, we do are coming from a very set robotic system inside of us. The moment that you begin to awaken the awareness, what is this elevated intention that I would love to have? It doesn't take just one moment to awaken it. It doesn't take just a workshop, to write it down. Kabbalistically, it takes at least 40 days of repetition. If you want really to manifest something internally, you need to repeat it at least for 40 days. To take an elevated emotion, to take an elevated intention, to take an elevated thought, and not yet feeling it all the time. But if you're taking it and you're working, doing some work to repeat that desire, this intention, this consciousness, you begin to embed this emotion and this consciousness and this thought inside of your computer. That it will become a new drive, elevated intentions, elevated emotions, joy, happiness, certainty, compassion, love. These elevated emotions, care. When you care for somebody, it is an elevated emotion. The unelevated emotion, we know what they mean. Anytime that I feel down, I feel depressed, I feel unclear, I feel confused, I feel frustrated, I feel judgment about myself, about others. Those emotions, they are non-elevated emotions, and they don't have the power to awaken what I need to plug me into the frequency of the higher part of my own self, to embed new intentions, new emotions, new thoughts inside of our own computer, to reveal new drive. The energy is inside. To reveal new drive that will begin really to be my guide. As I wake up, as I go to sleep, as I live with myself, as I interact with the world. So we're going now to get into a meditation, and the meditation, it's a bit different. Those of you who never experienced sacred sound meditation, this modality, which founded on ancient Kabbalistic of hundreds and thousands of years, combined with many tools from our time, as I mentioned, neuroscience, the power of frequencies to support slowing down brain waves, some tools from hypnotherapy. It's just a modality that combines many different good things to support, again, the brain, the mind, to have an easier access to a deeper part of ourselves as we're slowing down brain waves, and we begin to simply access. The whole work of this meditation, it is not to visualize ourselves on the mountain and walking and going down and up. This is not the modality. Again, there are other modalities. Each modality is a great modality, but this is not the meditation. This meditation is designed with the power of the ancient Kabbalistic tools and intentions to activate a deeper access with your soul. And this meditation specifically is designed for this month, so we're going to use the sequences. Again, when you asked how to use the letters, so there is a lot of wisdom behind it. But if you can just keep in mind that our eyes, they are the windows of the soul. Your ears, they are another set of windows of the soul. And you can connect simply by looking into those shapes, and you can connect by hearing, as I would mention the letter Kuf, for instance, or added letters, just hearing the sound. The sound has so much power to activate and to support us in accessing spiritual dimensions. So we can use them by looking with the eyes or using the ears and